All right. A trophy. Look for Alice. The Parliament building. Go down the dark, spooky tunnel. We have 8 bullets to our name.
The city was not real. I was limited to the confines of the dream.
Wait, I thought that's where I was supposed to go. Maybe we need to mess with this dead body some more. Oh, I probably have to just backtrack out of here. Huh? I guess so. I guess we're done here. It doesn't look like we have any... Yeah. Okay, we out of here. Yeah, my questions will be rhetorical for the most part. Oh, you can't backtrack here? The way is blocked. Wait. Wait, when I was blocked, was I... Oh, here we go. Wow. I thought I was going this way, but I think I was actually going back the way it came. That's why I got confused. My bad.
Who was writing who? Who was writing this poem? Me? No.
The writer of the first word, not the writer of the last, with the terror of the light and the shadows cast. The third eye now open to project the night. This is the moment to write. This is the ritual to lead you on. Your friends will meet him when you are gone. I don't know what any of that means.
Stepping to the murder site, I'd felt it hanging in the air. A meaning, the violent emotion of the act, like a cloud of wrath. The dead eyes of the victim staring at something you couldn't see, and yet making you aware of it. Something had soaked into this place on a molecular level, overlapping with your meaningless existence. Regression to something you had managed to forget, marking you, taking you for a ride, making you crazier.
Hello, by the way, Garden Trilogy, and thank you for asking if I was really asking before just blurting stuff out. I do appreciate that a lot. All right, we out this bitch. All right, this is a place. Where am I? We've been before. I assume I got this. No, maybe not. Did I do this yet? I don't remember. Did I do this yet? I guess I did, because it's not doing the thing. Okay. Exit.
The station had changed. I was closer now.
Is there anything else we want to maybe explore? I think no. I think we're good. Let's go. I have 3 light charges, it looks like, for my lamp.
Parliament Tower. Our home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home?
This wasn't here
just
before.
an echo of the real thing? Even then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape. Time loses meaning here. How long have I been trying to escape?
13 years.
Long enough for Alice to think I'm dead.
Mm-hmm. The phone's ringing. In loving memory of Alan Wake, an author and a husband.
The payphone at the edge of the plaza was ringing again.
Hey, Alan. Thank God it picked up. I thought I lost you again.
Who are you? Why are you helping me?
Did you go deeper? To the overlap?
Is that Tim?
Are you talking about the murder site? Yeah, I did.
That's fantastic, Alan. We're closer to getting out. We're making progress.
Well, we would be if you would answer my damn questions.
Last time we spoke, you were pretty worried about Alice. Did you ever check Parliament Tower? To make sure she really got out of the dark place?
Well, of course she got out. That's why I'm here. That's the whole goddamn point.
Be very careful, Alan. The dark presence is stealing from you. It can already manifest as your double. Scratch will come.
Wait, hello?
That didn't sound good. Where am I going again? This building.
Writer.
That's me.
Maybe he was a victim.
I am the
Cult,
victim.
using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either
Maybe
way,
a little both.
Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things. It was there in her art for all to see. A cry for help. The darkness she'd witnessed. And that put her in danger.
Was Alice here? In the story?
Don't mind if I do. I wish elevators always worked like that. You just begin your approach and there's an elevator there waiting for you and the door opens. And when the door opens, there's nobody else inside of there. Initiation 3, haunting.
Alice's photo equipment. Set to go off when the door opens.
Get out! Leave me alone!
Oh,
Alice!
hello?
Alice! Alice.
Pick photos for exhibition posters.
This is a photo of Scratch. How did Alice get this? Is he stalking her?
I seem to remember that Scratch was terrorizing Alice.
This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books. This symbol wasn't here before.
It's like it's a spiral. Oh no. Are we going Junji Ito here? Because I'm not ready to go Junji Ito, you know?
Alice's video camera. No memory card inside.
Locate the memory card. Real nice place they got here, you know? Real nice. Part 1.
Alice's memory card.
Ah. That was easy. Video art documentary on screens. Focal point of the dark place. Where'd that camera go?
When I was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. Then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like. I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong. And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly. It's easy for people to think it was my fault. Hell, I do, too, sometimes. About 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me. Then it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster. He always did have anger in him. I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes. Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art. My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew. I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
Fitting.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her. Why?
Is this just replay it or? Oh.
I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looped me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing it.
Well, that's not good. What does that mean? Okay. I don't really know what's going on, but okay. Let's move on. We're going back to Saga now.
Okay, let's recap what you've told us so far, Ellen. For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place.
Yeah.
It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days. You got out of the Dark Place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people, making them crazy, bringing the Dark Place to Bright Falls.
Yes, fiction coming in contact with the Dark Place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything, like darkness when night falls. But last time
This will be back in 2010.
Yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free. Based on that, there's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the Dark Place, make all this shit go away. Look, I know it's batshit crazy. My memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
Poor guy. Poor guy.
Mr. Wake,
Always drink coffee at the same
Alan.
time.
we've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the Dark Place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
It's insane. And there's so much of it.
Okay, I want to look at something here. So, these manuscript pages, we know that Scratch is editing or has edited some of Alan's story. Are this... So, okay, stop moving it around. So, the scratch and the scratches out of the words and the changes, are those Scratch? Or is that Alan editing his own work? I don't know. Kind of hard to tell at this point. Let's ask Alan about the Cult of the Tree.
Have you ever heard of the Cult of the Tree?
Creepy bunch. In the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness, possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
The cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something?
I think he's just kind of confused. Let's profile the cult and the clicker.
Wake said the cult has the clicker. How does he know?
The writer is the reader. The next chapter, the next chapter, the next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the cult has the clicker. Wake has a double. Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here. In Washington. He's hunting Wake.
Scratch and Wake.
Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice versa.
Interesting. Good theory. Anything new at the case board? Oh my goodness gracious me. That's a lot. Alright, well, let's see if we remember how to do this. Alan Wake interview.
Wake just gave us a lot of information. But this clicker seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult.
Or if we find the cult, we find the clicker. Maybe. Wake. The cult of the tree is in possession of the clicker. I was already looking into the cult. 2 birds with 1 stone. Wake says the cult could be followers of Scratch. They have the clicker after all. The cult could be followers of Scratch. Where does that fit in? Who's involved? Cult psychology?
Ugh.
Okay. Cult goal? Cult is working for or with someone. The story.
The pages we've been finding are from a horror story called Return, written by Alan Wake. And the contents of this book are coming true. Why couldn't it have been a romance?
Maybe it will be. I don't know. So, whoa, that's a lot of fucking clues. So, the pages are returned, but what is initiation? That's a different book, right? Let's see what we have here. The Dark Place and how does the story change reality? What are the rules? So the story changes reality bit by bit. It's a gradual process. Wake was trapped in the Dark Place for 13 years. There is an entity inside the Dark Place called the Dark Presence. Flashlights seem to weaken the Taken. This goes to reality? No. Dark Place? No. The Dark Presence. Light and the Dark Presence. Inside a bright light, Saga felt safe, like nothing could hurt her. Scratch and the Dark Presence are interchangeable. In the form of Scratch, the Dark Presence is editing Wake's story, wants to turn the world into a fucking nightmare. Quote. End quote. Fiction coming into contact with the Dark Place has the power to change reality. How does the story change reality? How do we stop the story? If we don't stop it, Scratch will use the story to permanently change reality at Deerfest. Yeah. We must get the clicker before Scratch. With it, the story can be changed and Scratch will be sent back to the Dark Place. Clicker. Some other strange reality, the Dark Place merged with ours. This place and the Dark Place, the page called this area an overlap. This goes to the Dark Place?
Huh.
The overlap. I entered the Cauldron Lake overlap by reciting the poem. For later. Okay. Our board is getting boardy. Look at that. Alright, so we suspect Alan is hiding pages. Or is it Scratch?
Okay. Mr. Wake, I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this. This is our job.
Okay. Here. Now, this is all I have. Be careful with them. Inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew her weapon.
Uh-oh. Let's get the full picture of that.
Standing inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. Her mind reeled from what the horror story was now claiming about her, her life, her past. She didn't accept it. She stepped out of the trailer. She needed air, but she wasn't alone. A cultist stared at her from behind a deer mask. She drew her weapon, shouted, ran after him.
Whew. Sounds pretty intense. So that's something we have to look forward to. Oh, now what? Oh, back to the case board, guys. Our favorite place ever. Trail of the Cult. All right. We see the clicker for the first time. Where's the clicker? There it is.
The cult of the tree has the clicker Wake told me about.
Yep.
They're a part of all this.
Trailer near Watery. Is Watery a town?
It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on that flannel.
That flannel. So judgmental, Mr. Casey. From now on, you can switch between Alan and Saga's stories via the bucket in the janitor's break room. Feel free to play in whatever order you choose. Oh, they're giving me choices. Switch reality. What? Okay, well, I'm okay with maybe, since we've been doing Alan, we'll stick with Saga. And, I don't really know. It's crazy. About these pages.
You wrote these pages in the dark place. So why are we finding them here?
I think I wrote them up. I remember writing an endless amount of pages. When this happened before, the pages were being sent from the dark place to help me. Maybe the same thing is happening here.
That's all for now, Mr. Wake. Thank you for your cooperation.
Okay, so drive the Watery. Track down the clicker in Watery.
No, that's not how this works. You're a civilian, and we don't do ride-alongs. And if Scratch is after you, then so is the cult. We don't know who we can trust here.
Damn it, you were making a mistake.
I'll be sure to add that to the list.
Hi, welcome.
Hi. I gotta ask you some questions.
Past favorite Deerfest floats. Go.
The yarn puppet monstrosity.
Stuffed moose and squirrels one.
No, thank you. Those beady dead marble eyes still give me nightmares.
So who's in for a bet this year? $100 says there'll be at least one fender bender between the floats.
For that amount of money, you'll cause it yourself.
Yeah, I'm not taking that wager. Too many opportunities for interference.
Fair enough. I am excited to get back into playing with Saga, but I think I like Alan's story rewriting a bit better than her case board. So I'm also really wanting to get back into Alan's stuff. But we'll get there when we get there. All right.
Hello, and welcome to Coffee World, voted Washington's best coffee-themed amusement park. All of our attractions are family-friendly and available
Coffee
to children
World.
of all ages, just like our coffee. So, take a sip of our Oh Dear Diner organic coffee and let the adventure begin. Hold on for dear life on this special express.
All right, new day. And we could explore. So instead of the words of power, she has weapon upgrades. But I still haven't even, like, I got tons of words of power. I haven't been able to upgrade a single weapon. Because I just didn't get... Am I just bad at her? I just not do her playthrough well? Or do you just not find a bunch of these things yet? Why is the car tweaking out?
Jules, you didn't forget to pack the EMF reader, did you?
Why would I pack your gear? I've got my own to worry about.
Great. Now how am I supposed to measure the energy signatures emitted by paranormal manifestations?
Speaking of paranormal manifestations, what is going on here? I missed some lunchboxes, but I tried to
Welcome back, and boy do we have some breaking news that's sure to knock your socks off. Davis Family Beef Jerky will now be available at the Sunday market in
I could go for
3
some beef
delicious
jerky.
flavors. That's right, our favorite sponsor, Davis Family Beef Jerky, can now be enjoyed in smoked hickory, teriyaki, and hickory teriyaki. I handed out samples here at the Valhalla Nursing Home and thought I'd catch up with one of our residents to get her thoughts. Donna, how are you?
I've got chronic back pain from my spinal stenosis.
Oh, dear. You know, when I'm feeling stiff, I find a light snack helps. So, did you try that beef jerky?
No, lunch is at 11, and I wanted to save my appetite because today was the fish soup with crackers. You're allowed up to 4 crackers, but I only take 1 unless I have a glass of cranberry juice. They ran out of cranberry juice at breakfast, which is at 7. I didn't take the oatmeal today because it makes me gassy before cribbage, and I can't
So you didn't try the jerky. Got it. Well, that's too bad, Donna. Their new teriyaki flavor sure does hit the spot.
They had teriyaki salmon with rice on Friday's dinner menu. Dinner's at 5, but we all know the salmon takes longer to prepare, and then you're late for bingo. And who needs all that spice?
I agree. Teriyaki is a shit flavor.
Who? Is that Tapio? How are you on the line?
I couldn't end the call.
You've been on the phone this entire time?
Yes. And I hate teriyaki.
Well, it's delicious on jerky. So, let's give a big thank you to Wendy Davis for these samples.
Wendy? No, that can't be right. Wendy went missing in 2010. I heard she's dead.
No, I'm referring to Wendy Davis from our sponsor, Davis Family Beef Jerky.
Wendy Davis. That's the dead one. She's dead.
Right. Well, that's our time. Remember to
What
keep
is
your
going
coffee
on
warm
with this
and your
town?
chin up because that sunshine's right around the corner. Pat Maine signing off. Right. Well, that's our time. Sunshine's right around the corner, so I'll leave you with this sunny little ditty to carry you through the day. Pat Maine signing off. Right, well, that's our time. We'll be right back after this next song by the rock and roll sensation, National Nightmare.
Wendy Davis? Previous murders. Wendy Davis. She is dead. Interesting. There's also something else here for some reason. He remembers writing many pages while in the dark place. All right. Which car is mine again?
I can't wait to hit the haunts. We should check the town out first. You know, do research, interview some locals.
This one.
Get the feel of it. Not before I find my frickin'
We're going to Watery. Okay, let's go to Watery then.
Yeah, Anderson, I didn't want to say this in front of Wake, but you sure this is a good idea? Going on your own?
Assuming we believe the page, I need to check this out. We need to find the cult. Anyone we meet here could be a member. And this Scratch guy.
The evil doppelganger? Must be true, or else this guy can't write for shit.
The quality of his writing aside, if this page turns out to be true like the rest have, this could be a breakthrough. We might solve this thing before backup even arrives.
Yeah, but they're taking their time, so just be careful out there. Meanwhile, I think me and Wake will have a chat. Maybe I can shake something loose.
Okay. But remember what happened with the Salt Shaker?
Yeah, real funny.
The page placed me in a trailer, somewhere in Watery. I should ask around.
Local girl. Oops. Okay, we need to find the map here.
Hey, what did you used to say your dream job was as a kid? I bet it wasn't dock worker.
I don't know about all that, but idle hands are the devil's playground, so...
Well, us fishing types appreciate you all, at least.
Us fishing types. Have you seen me? Stella. Dog. I couldn't tell what that was at first. Do not feed the fish. No catch and release. Cook what you catch. No catch and release. Isn't that a rule for a reason? If it's like a certain size or weight, you have to toss it back.
The flooding is even worse here. More like underwatery. I'll have to tell Casey that one later.
I'm sure he'll love it.
Hey, where's the time gone? There's just a wretched husk of what used to be me left.
Okay.
Watery's definitely quaint.
Good day.
What is going on?
I bet they have good fish here.
Catch of the day, fresh cut of Cauldron Lake. Oh, so Watery is like by the lake too, but maybe like on the other side, a different side of the lake.
Oh, you rascal. What have you been up to this time around? There's only so many times I can keep fixing the same hole.
We're under video surveillance. It's like very dreary. It's so gray, the coloration that they have going on here. People look pretty run down too. Harry's garage. Farm boat mechanic. Oh, I'm going backwards. Karaoke. You guys have baka mitai?
Hello. Do you have a second?
Ah, long time and no see, Miss Anderson. Thor and Odin are not here. They are old tricksters always sneaking off.
Sorry. No, I wanted to ask you about something else.
I'm looking for a trailer.
Can you point me to any trailers around here?
Sure. Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park. Ilmo Koskela owns it. Owns many things in town.
And where is Ilmo?
I saw Ilmo and his brother at the bridge. Well, what used to be the bridge.
Do you live around here?
I live in Bright Falls. You've seen me around. I am Mr. Blum. You call me Vladimir. I work at a nursing home. I take care of your old people. We are on day trip, music, sauna, the good times. I bring them here in the bus.
The elderly are very important. And it's a very nice bus. Thanks.
Hey, how's it going?
So does she know him? 'Cause what was her name? The girl at the diner was like talking to her like she knew her and talking about how her daughter drowned and stuff. And she was like, I don't know you. Like, who the fuck are you? And then here, he's talking about all this stuff but she didn't say anything like, oh yeah, I know them, or I don't know them, or I don't know you. Weird, I don't know. Okay. Fresh fish. All about their fish around here, aren't they? I feel like this is the kind of place that just feels like it's maybe because she mentioned there's flooding, but it just feels like it's always soggy here, you know? It's always misty, always overcast, there's puddles everywhere.
A vote for Mayor Setter is a vote for everyone. For Watery.
Was Mayor Setter also running in Bright Falls? Do they share a mayor? Okay, we went this way. Everything looks the same. I'm like getting lost at where I've been and haven't been.
Mom's family was from Sweden. I've always imagined it kind of like this. Saunas, lakes. Seems nice.
What seems nice about anything here, Saga?
Ever heard of the cult of the tree?
The half-deer, half-man monsters? Oh, sure I've heard of them. They're the reason I can't risk taking walks in the forest anymore. If one of them shows up, how am I supposed to get away? I can't run with a bad hip. I'd be killed for sure. I could maybe use my crutches to defend myself. Do you think that'd work? You're the professional.
Probably smart just to stay in the sauna for now.
Just never leave the sauna, ever.
Enjoying the sauna?
You bet. The steam is amazing on my creaky old joints. I'm just waiting for Ati to wrap up his show so we can crack open some beers.
I've read that taking a sauna is good for preventing dementia.
Yeah, and so is beer.
I don't know about that part. Oh, now we're soggy too.
Hey, Seva, a sauna doesn't fix what ails ya? You're a goner.
They also say silence is golden.
Can I get in the sauna?
Have you heard old Pat's radio show lately? Yeah, I fear he's losing his grip on reality.
I don't care to listen to pointless jibber-jabber. Not on the radio and not in the sauna.
What is this? Is this somebody's house? We're just rummaging through or what?
Whew.
I guess this is the sauna, the business. Very quaint. Man, I guess there are probably places like this. It's like just really small towns. It just feels so different from what I'm used to. Oh yeah, it's flooded pretty bad, huh? Now I see what she's talking about.
Hey, Saga! Over here!
Hello.
Hey, Ilmo. How did your walk in the woods with Steven go?
Another satisfied customer. I just hope he remembers to write a good review on the webpage. Great to see you back in Watery, Saga. Everyone in town missed you. Super nice to see you again, Saga.
They act like they've known me for years.
Mm-hmm.
This keeps happening.
Okay. I'm glad she said something because I was confused.
You own the trailer park, right? Mind if I take a look inside?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the owner of the Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park, me, can help you with that. It's good to have our funniest resident back.
Resident? I don't understand what you mean.
If this is your way of getting out of any outstanding bills, don't worry. They've been handled. Must be hard coming back to where you and your little girl lived.
It's like they remember a different reality.
Yep.
Is the horror story messing with their memories?
Or is the horror story changing facts? Or is the horror story messing with her memories? Or...
So what is Coffee World?
You mean you haven't seen our commercial for it? Coffee World is a smooth blend of rides, food, and fun. We even had a real moose. Until recently. Plus, right next to Coffee World is the workshop of our own Kalevala Knights Motorcycle Club. We're busy building the floats for Deerfest. Don't go peeking, though. You know, we're saving the big reveal for Deerfest.
Are you familiar with the Cult of the Tree?
Yeah, we always thought it was an urban legend. Kids drawing creepy symbols to scare each other, but, now it's gotten pretty damn real, huh?
It's terrible what happened. We're all in shock.
Well, we're looking into it. Hoping to get things back to normal soon.
We're all for that. As normal as it ever gets around here.
About your commercials.
So... your commercials?
They're more than commercials, Saga.
I noticed.
Our goal is to both entertain and educate local viewers about the fine products and services we provide. And, Yako here really comes alive in front of the camera. Really.
Fuck off. I'm just there for the free beer. Not sure what Ilmo's excuse is.
Hey, I'm writer, producer, co-lead, director. Do yourself a favor and,
I ain't ducking around.
Check them all out.
What the fuck are
I ain't
those?
ducking around.
What are those?
Ducking around.
I should profile some subjects.
All right. Okay, so we have a lot of stuff to do here, I assume. Wait, no. We're good on the case board, but we have some profiling to do. The Koskelas. Urban legend.
Elmo thinks the cult is just an urban legend. Or does he?
There are things that go bump in the night. It's all true. It's all true. Sound the alarm, brother. Gather the troops, brother. Yako, the shadow of the forest is creeping closer.
They don't think it's an urban legend at all. They understand it's dangerous.
Well, that's probably good that they understand that. Because they're always out in the forest and stuff.
Ilmo made it sound like I lived here. Does he really believe that?
Light, laughter, and love will guide you home. Saga and her daughter. Oh boy. Happy faces raise property value. Family comes first, Ilma. We take care of her trailer while she's gone. She's one of us, Yako. Her spare key is safe and sound.
The Koskela brothers have happy memories of me living here. This must be the story affecting them. I'll play along for now. I need the key to that trailer.
This is so crazy because it's like I don't know what reality is the true reality for Saga when it comes to Saga.
All joking aside, yes, I would like to see my trailer. Do you have a spare set of keys?
Good for you. Yeah, I have a spare set. They're just over at Coffee World. I'd get them for you, but Jaakko and I have to head to Bright Falls. The spare keys are in the gift shop safe. I'll call ahead and have someone get them out for you. Oh, the road's flooded, but if you just follow this trail behind me, it'll lead you there.
Call the gift shop so they can give Saga a hand. Yep.
Nothing? What am I paying them for?
Guess they're busy.
Ay, vittu. Well, after they finally pick up, we really need to get over to Bright Falls for that, thing.
Yep.
Must be busy at the park. These are off-peak hours, Jaakko. They're just slacking.
I will find them myself. Just give me the combination for the safe, I guess. Alright, how many times are you gonna let it ring? Alright. Well, you guys, good luck with that. Suomi hiking trail.
There's Coffee World. Need to get across the river.
Wow, there actually is an amusement park called Coffee World right here in Watery. What is this? Molotov? Aha. There's our map of Watery. That's the wrong button. So this is downtown Watery. And here's the gift shop that we're going to. Coffee World. And the trailer park is right past that. Normally we just go across this road here. Okay. Sounds good to me. Can I open this? Hell yeah, I can. So when we come back to open that locked box that was in the Cauldron Lake area. Whoa.
What was that?
I don't know. Hopefully it wasn't a freaking wolf. Wait, what? Oh. Go back and check out the karaoke bar. Did I not? Okay, let's check out the karaoke bar. I'm being told to check out the karaoke bar. Alright, that works for me. Oh yeah, when we go back to open the box that's locked, then we can maybe get the lunch boxes that we missed. Pull up a Google thingy and try to find them all. Hi, Juanca. How you doing? Karaoke. I thought we went inside everywhere. Guess not. I must be slipping. Oh yeah, I went past this guy, but I didn't go in here. Alright, good call, guys. Good call. There's another one of these. What are these? Pastries? Oh, it's Ati.
Okay then. Catchy tune.
Let me get my front row seat. Ati is such a mysterious character. He's just everywhere.
Excuse me. Do you know where?
Hush.
Ati's in the middle of a show.
I wonder if I'm the first FBI agent to ever get shushed.
She's knitting. Oh, he's popular with the ladies, I see. A terrifyingly strange dive into the dark depths of an artist's mind. A film by Thomas Zane. Tom the Poet. A pinprick of light in an ocean of darkness. The dark doppelganger in the art and life of Thomas Zane. Originally Thomas Zane, the auteur. Good stuff. Guest lecture by the president of the Bright Falls Film Society, Thomas Emerson. Discussing Zane's early career in Finland, his artist commune in Bright Falls, his lost work, Tom the Poet, his mysterious disappearance in 1970, playing his own dark double in his films, The Poet, the Writer, the Diver, Thomas the Rhymer. Moose Fest meets Suomi Hall, raffles, karaoke, and skits. One Kamal. Welcome to Coffee World. One-of-a-kind amusement park opens in Watery. I'm sure all of our readers know Ilmo Koskela, who, with the help of his brother Jaakko, has been making our small town of Watery a bustling hub with his various business ventures. The latest of these, Coffee World, has its grand opening just around the corner. I had the chance to ask Ilmo a few questions about Coffee World. Ilmo, what is Coffee World about? I'm glad you asked. Coffee World is the world's greatest coffee-themed amusement park for all ages, and right here in our hometown of Watery. It's got all the rides, thrills, and excitement you could ask for, and of course, lots of delicious fresh coffee, both hot and iced. Put that in. How did this unique business idea come about? Well, as you know, I'm all about ideas, an idealist you could say. But what's even more important to me than my many successful businesses in our hometown? With my help, we can revitalize Watery, build its economy back up, bring the tourists back in, enjoy ourselves in the process too. Coffee World is just as much for the townspeople as it is for the out-of-towners. Which attraction should the visitors be sure not to miss? Oh, that's kind of like having to choose a favorite child. It's impossible. But the Slow Roaster is of course a wonderful ride full of mystery and magic, and the Espresso Express is sure to give you a thrill. Also, don't forget to drop by the Fresh Pot gift shop on your way out. You never know what treasures you might find. Coffee at least, I bet. Yes. Yes. Is this Watery's own Nessie? An anonymous source sent this photograph to our editors, claiming it was captured during the full moon. A majestic beast. Ooh, baby. A majestic beast hidden in the depths of the water, or an elaborate prank. A sea creature that defies the very laws of nature, or a submarine relic from the Cold War era. A lonely wanderer searching for companionship and compassion, or a fearsome monster out for blood. These questions, among others, haunt our editorial team here at the Bright Falls Record after one of our avid readers sent in this mysterious photograph as evidence of an unidentified creature roaming Watery's waters and making a rare but opportune appearance. This titillating spot might just be the event of the year. As we dive deeper into this mystery, We here at the Bright Falls Record invite all of our readers to a naming competition. What should our local beast be called? Watery Wander? Watery Wanda? Shelly the Sea Monster? Send in your suggestions now. More updates and revelations to follow as the story unfolds. Okay, so I see a bunch of names. None that I recognize, and some are very hard to see. Lumi Murto. What is Lumi Murt? Or is that Murt? Murt with a period. Is this a memorial for dead people? Also, is it like the developers' names or something like that? Finland for holidays. Sing it, Ati, sing it. Oh good, trauma padding, need this. You read that. Oh, we could switch right now. Oh, there's wow, we could just switch a bunch of times.
You were a handsome dear.
Mort is death in French. Ah, okay. Have a good night, Mike. Alright, well, we're definitely not switching realities before we get to see Coffee World. You know? That's super exciting. Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park. So Saga, or at least a version of Saga, lived here in Watery in a trailer park.